Hi, it's Nancy Knight. I'm here today to talk to you about flowers. I'm outside in the garden and I'm going to look around and see if I can find some flowers and show them to you up close if I can, so you can see some of the details about flowers. I might look a little different today because it's hot, so I put my hair back so I'd stay nice and cool. And so we're going to take a look around and see if we can find some cool flowers. Well, here are some beautiful flowers called Black-Eyed Susans. Some people call them Black-Eyed Susie, like a nickname. They're orange with a center that's really more brown than black. As I get up close to the flower, you can see that these yellow features that come out from the center, those are called flower petals. It's got many, many petals, and in the center you can see that it's brown and very, very tiny yellow dots. I'm going to come on out again and you can see a group of Black-Eyed Susans, and you can see that they grow all together. Here's another yellow flower, but it's kind of tiny. It's called a Choreopsis. This grows on a plant that has lots of ferny green leaves and some little tiny yellow flowers. This is a tall plant. This is a Dahlia flower. I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer so we can take a better look at this Dahlia flower. It's a deep red. It has many, many petals that go around in a kind of a spiral form. I'm going to tip the flower and you can see. I'm going to get in a little bit closer. You can see the shape of the petals. They almost look like little cups. What a beautiful red. Here's a yellow rose. I'm going to come on in closer so that you can see the rose better. It has many petals. The petals are soft and they form a little bud in the middle. They kind of grow out of the bud. This is actually a rose bud, the place where the flower will develop from. Roses have a really delicious smell. I'm going to come and give this one. It smells so good. The plant is pretty big. It's got lots of roses that are growing on it. You can see another feature of rose plants is that they have thorns. I don't know if you can see some of those spiky thorns, but if I touch that thorn, ouch! Stay away from the thorns. Roses come in different colors. This one's a pink rose, and this one is a light pink rose. This one has a particularly nice smell. Very nice. Here's a really common flower that grows by the side of the road. It's called a Daylily. It's orange. When I get closer, you can see inside of the petals, it's got some interesting parts of the flower that stick right out, the pistils and the stamens. That's part of the inside of the flower. These flowers are called Echinacea, and they come in different colors. I've got pink and yellow and white right here. I'm going to zoom in nice and close on my pink Echinacea. You can see that they're a little bit like those Black-Eyed Susans in form. They have petals that come out of the center, but in this case the petals are pink, and the center part, when I touch that, whoa, that feels hard and a little bit spiky. The different colors of Echinacea. Here's a white one. This kind of little bush is called a hydrangea. Hydrangea is a really, really common plant that people have in their gardens. It's such an interesting flower though. When you come up closer and closer, you can see that the hydrangea flower is actually a group of a lot of flowers. There on this little grouping, you can see that there are flowers And there are buds. Some of the flowers are open, and some of them aren't open yet. The little buds at the tip. This is a grouping of flowers and buds on the hydrangea. This is a cool flower called a snapdragon. It grows on a long stem, and you can see as I come up close that the stem has a lot of flowers on it. A lot of little flowers all growing together on that stem. This is a sort of peachy color. And look, you know, want to see something funny about the snapdragon? When I squeeze it, looks like it's opening its mouth and a little tongue is coming out. That's why it's called a dragon. Snap, snap, opening its little funny mouth. I love that. So funny. Snapdragon. This is a cute little purple flower called phlox. I'm going to zoom in close and you'll see that the flower is actually a whole bunch of little flowers all together in a kind of a ball shape. Look how cool that is. Right in the center of the flower. This is a little herb flower called borage. It's actually edible. And it's a really cool blue flower. The leaves and buds are kind of fuzzy. The flower is a star shape. The little parts in the center that stick out. Looks like a little blue star. Let's see if I can get a better view of the little blue borage star. Such a cute little flower. Well, I'll show you something really cool. This is a little strawberry plant. And look, right there, there's a tiny little strawberry flower kind of hiding under the leaf. A little strawberry flower. And when the flowers fade, they form strawberries. This one is just developing into a little tiny strawberry. Here's a tiny little flower. It's called jewelweed. Jewelweed is a plant that's sometimes called a weed or a wildflower because it grows all by itself. You don't have to plant it. And it has these cute little orange flowers. There's the jewelweed flower and a little bud next to it. Here's a good look at the jewelweed. At the flower, you can kind of see inside. Here's a beetle on my plant. It's eating the leaves. That's why there are holes in the leaves. I hope you've enjoyed this visit to my garden to take a look at some beautiful flowers and see their interesting forms and colors and textures and how they grow on the plant. Take a look around you next time. See if you can see any flowers. Thanks. See you next time.